In spite of yet more runs from Daniel Bell-Drummond, Kent slipped to a fourth defeat from 5 Royal London one-day games, going down to Gloucestershire in Bristol by 11 runs after a late batting collapse. The home team had made nothing more than a solid start by the time they lost Phil Mustard, taken behind off Matt Coles for 26. On what looked to be an excellent batting pitch, Gloucestershire then picked up the pace through Michael Klinger and Chris Dent, Klinger hitting this 6 and 5 fours in his 67 ball 50. The 100 for Gloucestershire was up after 22 overs, but after being pegged back, they lost Dent for 43, Charlie Hartley on target. Klinger then moved with very little effort to the 16th List 100 of his career. 123 balls were used up and he struck from those 3 sixes and 8 fours. With Ian Cobain, he took his team to a position of strength, the score reading 229 for 3 with 5 overs to go when Cobain gave Coles the second of his 4 wickets. With 2 overs remaining, the total had got to 261 for 4. Klinger finally gone for 134, taken at deep mid-wicket off Joe Denley. 2 more wickets fell in the penultimate over. Jack Taylor and George Hankins fell to successive balls from Coles, who would have been fairly happy with his final figures of 4 for 57 from his 10 overs. James Harris then grabbed 2 wickets for himself right at the end. Benny Howell taken by Adam Rouse. And Liam Norwell bowled next ball, Gloucestershire slipping up a bit to end their 50 overs on 275 for 8, a gettable score on this nice batting pitch. Bell-Drummond was soon off and running again in this competition, scoring yet more runs to add to the 200s he posted in successive matches last week. He dominated an opening stand of 64 with Denley, who made 17. Bell-Drummond's latest half-century was made off 52 balls, 6 fours struck in that, adding 89 with Sean Dixon, who hit this 6 in his 50, made from 62 balls. Alas, he fouled the ball after raising his bat, and that left it to Sam Northeast to pick up the pace in support of Bell-Drummond. The skipper smashed 3 sixes to bring up Kent's 200 after 38 overs, leaving 76 more runs to find from a dozen. Chris Liddle was brought back into the attack to immediately have Bell-Drummond brilliantly caught by Klinger in the covers, 10 short of another deserved ton. The match turned in the 43rd over. Darren Stevens wasn't happy with the shot he played to be caught behind. That left 56 runs to get from 7 overs, but Liddle wasn't done yet, claiming his 5th wicket. Alex Blake gone in somewhat disappointing fashion. Coles and Harris then followed, and by the time James Treadwell was out, the game had suddenly gone. Kent losing 7 wickets for 62 runs in 11 overs. Ending on 264 for 9, it meant a loss by 11 runs, which now sees Kent sitting at the foot of the South Group, with qualification for the knockout stages very unlikely, although they will keep fighting when they take on Surrey at the Oval on Friday.